And I think that that is something we need to realize as a society. Every kid needs support. It's not that some kids are going to be able to wade through this whole pipeline and be successful on their own. We know that our education system does support some kids better than others. And we know that some have at home that support. The idea that the parents went to college already gives them an advantage of navigating this. They know how important it is to take that PSAT as early on, that exam that is going to help you then get into a school. What kind of courses you should be taking. That, you can't just be taking the easy ones. You're going to have to take that SAT. All of that comes with supports that the school should be providing, but parents and the whole knowledge society about how to be successful through school. Our kids don't live in that world. For them, to be successful is to get a good job, a good paying job. That's the role model that they see, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's an understanding that if they get to school, if they get that higher degree, they'll be able to be more successful in getting a better job, a higher paying job. So the whole world of messaging as kids are growing up, it's very, very evident in that video that unless they're made aware that sí se puede, that yes, whoever you are, you can do it. That's the message that is not coming through loud and clear. And that's why we have to intervene nationally not little bit by little bit. We've been dealing with the Department of Education, telling them your race to the top, all of these wonderful triple I programs. If you're not targeting Latinos, specifically Latinos, you're not going to be able to get those results that you need to for the workforce of the future with the number of Latinos that you're having to deal with.
To see those young fellas excited about school was great, but I am guessing that the older you are, the harder it is to sort of re-engineer the way you look at yourself. Clarence, can you take a kid who's doesn't think school is for him, but it's already late in the game, and reframe the way they think of themselves and their own lives?
Come back again with consistency. I have a young man, that want to go to Job Corps. They have another young man who wanted to go to Job Corps for two different reasons. One kid, he didn't graduate from high school, but he dropped out in 12th grade. Another kid wanted to go to Job Corps because his friend got shot. So he didn't go to school. His mother sent him a note to go to school, but he didn't go to school because of his friend that just got shot, a couple of months ago. But he haven't been going to school. So, but the mother, as being a mother, well, my son can't go to school because he's feeling like this here. But the consistency is that you have to help the mother too, to guide the kid, say this kid need to be in school. So the young man that's 19 years old that wanted to go to Job Corps, quote unquote, say he want to go to Job Corps, is basically a grown man. He's able to get on the bus to join Job Corps, but he refused because the mentality of his mind is still like the kid that's 16 years old who didn't go to school because his friend got shot. So you're dealing with two different type of people with the willingness to want to go to school but afraid, and the other one is don't want to return back to school because he feel like he's an adult, but he have no job skills. So he's like in limbo.
You just said something in that story. It's like a heartbreak. Somebody dropping out of school in the 12th grade. You've made almost the entire race. You can see the finish line, and you drop out. Do we have proper responses in school systems around the country? Because a lot of kids falter right at the end, to either stop it from happening in the first place or to recapture once a kid is out of the system. Susan, are we nimble enough to respond to a kid like that?
I think at the moment we're not. I think we're really too focused on a set traditional pattern. The the focus on No Child Left Behind and the test scores and meeting certain guidelines has really taken a lot of the creativity out of how teachers can adapt to various learning styles. They go through colleges of education, and they are taught that not all children learn in the same way, and then they are put into a situation of needing to meet very rigorous testing circumstances that really take the opportunity away from them to experiment and to provide both the social structure, the social capital that encourages the student individually and that is tailor-made to that particular student, and to provide a sense of experimentation within the classroom for other methods to come in. I really think that there's another piece of it, and that is that the school door is very often closed. It has been traditionally closed. It was closed until funding started becoming a crisis.
Closed to?
Closed to the community, closed to people coming in from outside the school. It was almost as if the door was closed and there was this, mantra that said something like, you really don't know how to educate children, so just leave it to us. We'll take care of it for you, and then we'll present the children to you at the end of 12th grade, and they'll be ready for society. And so the community has been very much kept out. And now, of course, and I don't say now, i.e. this year, I'm talking for the last many years now, there's a real crisis. And so there is a turn to the community and help us. We have a funding crisis on our hands now. We need some help. But even so, the community is not looked at as a co-educator, as an opportunity to come in and bring some of those very valuable role models, some of those very valuable workplace skills into creative programs that can be developed within the school that will not only meet the high stakes standards in achievement, in academic achievement, but also provide career and workforce readiness in the form of role models and in the form of skill building for those particular experiences.